Hey, what is up, guys? Oblivious here, and today we're going to be doing another Black Ops 3 video. Today is going to be my predictions for the next DLC weapons patch they're going to bring for, like, when the next DLC, maps and all that, like, the map pack comes out or whatever. They usually bring weapons, as you see in this week. They brought the Sniper DBSR, which is the DSR from Black Ops 2, the Peacekeeper back from Black Ops 2. They had, what other weapons? The Enforcer, and the Ajax or whatever. I might be missing one or two, I'm sorry if I am, but those are like all the weapons they brought back, and that got me thinking, like, you know, we can actually kind of predict, I guess, in a way, of like what they're going to bring back based on what they've already brought back and based on what previous games have brought back. So, I was at work the other day, and I made this, like, you're going to see it on the screen right now, and it's a very, like, sorry for my terrible handwriting. I wasn't really, like, caring about what exactly I was writing. I was kind of just writing things, but, like, I mean, I wasn't, like, really thinking about making a video. I was honestly just curious because I actually, like, enjoy Black Ops 3, and you can see that by this. Like, I actually made a fucking, like, a list of, like, weapons that, like, have already come out in the past 2 games, and that, like, helping that maybe lead to another game that's gonna, like, the next guns that are gonna come out. Did I say games? I meant guns. The next DLC weapons. So, Advanced Warfare, I don't know. I don't really think it matters because Treyarch didn't make it, but we're just gonna go into the guns that Advanced Warfare brought back from other games that they had in their game. So, they brought back the SGG-44, I think it was called, from World at War. The M16, I assume from Black Ops, because that's kind of like what it felt like from. And then the AK from, I assume, also Black Ops, because it definitely wasn't the MW3 or the MW2 AK-47, because the AK-47 in those games were kind of like a fatter AK-47, and I remember in Black Ops 1, the AK-47 like was like a very thin, narrow gun when you were looking at it from the top, and that's what it was in Advanced Warfare, so that's why they brought it back like that. And then they also back the SVG, the Sniper from Black Ops 1, the 45 cal, I said from either Black Ops 1 or World at War, which is basically the M1911, it's like the same kind of gun. So, I didn't really know which game it was from, and it really doesn't matter. And then they also brought back the MP40, which also Black Ops 3 brought back, but we'll get to that later. The MP40 also from World at War. And then they also, which I didn't even know this, because I guess they brought it out since Black Ops 3's been out, but they brought back the Sten 44, I believe it's called, or something like that. Sten something, I don't remember the numbers. I think I already said 44 for the SDG, but it was the Sten, and that's also the Type 100 from World at War. So, they brought back a World at War, debatably 3 or 4 World at War guns, and 3 or 4 guns from Black Ops 1. So that's how Advanced Warfare did it. They brought back guns from Black Ops 1 and World at War, which are both Treyarch games, which I was kind of confused about. But I guess it really doesn't matter. And that leads us to Black Ops 3. So far in Black Ops 3, they brought back the FFAR, which was very, very similar to the Black Ops 1 FAMAS. Obviously, that's what I think they actually said that. Like, they said, like, oh, it's supposed to be models after the Black Ops 1 FAMAS. Then they brought back the MX Garand, which is also from World at War. And that was called the M1 Garand in that game, or Garand, or Grand, I don't really know how to say it. The Peacekeeper from Black Ops 2, which actually was the first ever DLC weapon brought into a game, in a Call of Duty game, obviously. And then the DBSR, which was the DSR from Black Ops 2. The, what did I have here? HG-40, which was from World at War. And that's it. That's all the guns they brought back so far that were, like, remakes. Obviously, they brought back, like, they so far have given, like, the RSA, Interdiction, the Banshee, the Ajax, but those aren't, like, guns that have been brought back from other games. Those are, like, new to this game only. So, I mean, we're going to be predicting weapons that are going to be coming out in either the next patch or just the next few patches, because I feel like I might be right for a few of these. I actually really do feel like I might be right. And, obviously, this game likes to bring back, kind of bring in some futuristic weapons, kind of like the Banshee and the Rift E9 and stuff like that. I can't really, for some reason, I can't remember, like, any of the other really weapons. I mean, the Ajax is kind of cool that it, like, prints its own ammo and stuff. The new LMG, the Ajax, I think it's called, like, the R7 Ajax. I'm not really sure exactly what it's called because I don't have it. But, yeah, those all kind of weapons are kind of like, they try to bring in their own, like, new weapons, futuristic kind of weapons for DLC. And then, so we're going to be kind of predicting of stuff like that. So, if you look, okay, so if you look on the bottom right of the sheet that you're seeing on the screen, I'm going to keep the sheet on the screen throughout the whole video just so you can see that. So, AW brought back, I believe, no shotguns. I'm only talking about the weapons that were remade. They brought back 3 subs, 2 ARs, 1 secondary weapon, and 1 sniper. No LMGs. So, it was, and it was also a 3-3 split between Black Ops 1 and World at War weapons they brought back. Black Ops 3, on the other hand, brought back, so far, they brought 1 sub, 3 ARs, and 1 sniper. So that leaves an LMG. What did they not bring back so far? Wait, let me check. I think it's on the other side. So they didn't bring back an LMG and a shotgun, or a Yeah, an LMG or a shotgun. Sorry. Obviously, if you're looking at this paper, it's just fucked up completely. So, what are we gonna go into? Okay, so as I said, Advanced Warfare brought back 3 from Black Ops 1 and 3 from World at War. But I feel like Advanced Warfare really doesn't have to do with it, so we're just going to stop talking about Advanced Warfare overall. I just wanted to kind of let you know what both games have done so far, because it was the most previous Call of Duty, so it's kind of like good to let you know. And I doubt they're going to bring back weapons that other games have already brought back, kind of I mean, the HG-40, though, and the MP-40, they both, Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3 also they come back, so I don't really know. I guess I can't really make any judgments, but so far, in Black Ops 2, there's been 2 guns from Black Ops 2, 1 gun from Black Ops 1, and 2 guns from World at War, which are the Black Ops 2 weapons are the Peacekeeper and the DBSR, which is basically the DSR. I mean, it's obviously different, but it's modeled after the DSR. 1 gun from Black Ops 1, which was the FFAR, and 2 guns from World at War, which are the MX Garand and the HG-40 World at War, obviously. So, if you look at all the numbers that I've been saying, I'm sorry this is such a clusterfuck video. If you're looking at this little thing that I wrote all over, there's numbers everywhere. I did it a few days ago, so if I'm not really following the correct train of thought, but so far I think I've been doing a pretty good job. So, on that basis, as I said, 1 sub, 3 ARs, 1 sniper. So they've done no shotguns, no LMGs, and they've also only done 1 sub where they have already brought back 3 ARs, which they made the Peacekeeper an AR, but I'm pretty sure it was a submachine gun in Black Ops 2 if I remember correctly. So, my opinion is they're going to try to even that all out, because I mean, you don't really want only bringing back ARs, and they've already brought back a sniper, so I think that's one of the weapons they're going to they might bring back another sniper, but they've already added the interdiction and the DBSR, so I feel like there's no real need to bring back another sniper. So I think they're going to be fine there. So I definitely think they're going to bring back a sub, and I've heard rumors that apparently there's going to be 2 more DLC weapons already from World at War that are called the Bootlegger, which is the remake of the Type 100, which also Advanced Warfare brought back, but it's also originally from World at War. So it's basically the Type 100. If you remember what it would look like, it's like this. It's also called the stand-in Advanced Warfare. It's just like a normal machine gun, but the clip is kind of like one of those banana clips, and it comes off from the side. So apparently they're going to bring that into the game. It's going to be called the Bootlegger. And the apparently it's almost I don't know if it's confirmed, but I was during all this information and stuff like that, I looked on the Call of Duty Wikipedia or something like that, and it said that I was looking at the weapons list because I wanted to see what guns they were brought back, and when I checked SMGs, the Bootlegger and the PPSH were already there. So I don't know if that means the next DLC is going to have the PPSH and the Bootlegger. If it does, that'll be fucking sick, because the PPSH I want to use, again, because I actually never unlocked it in World at War, because I think you had to be level 70 or 55 or whatever. It was the highest level in the Prestige, and it was the last level, the last thing you unlocked in the, every Prestige, and I never really got it, because I don't think I ever Prestige in that game, because I obviously didn't have Xbox Live when that game was out, or I don't even think I had Xbox 360. I was more of I think I played PlayStation 2 then, really. But, yeah, so it's either going to be those 2 guns. I think they're going to bring them both out eventually. I'm not really sure about the Bootlegger. I feel like I've heard a lot of people saying the PPSH might be one of the next guns in the game, which would be pretty sick. So both of these guns, I assume they'll be categorized as a submachine gun. I thought the Type 100, or aka the Bootlegger, or aka the Sten or whatever, I think it could be an LMG, it could be an assault rifle, but I think they're going to bring them both back as SMGs just to kind of even the balance. And then also, so all this knowledge aside, so I said Black Ops 3 so far hasn't brought back an old, they have the Banshee and the Ajax, which are newer guns that they have for these classes, but they have yet to bring back an LMG or a shotgun. So my assumption is that in the next patch, they're going to bring back one of those weapons along with, I believe, the PPSH. I feel like the PPSH was more of a fan favorite than the fucking the Bootlegger. And the Bootlegger, or the Type 100 was already brought back in Advanced Warfare, so I think the PPSH is much more of a favorite to be brought back, so I think it's going to be brought back as an SMG. I assume it might be called the PPSH, it might be called the fucking Suck My Dick 11, I'm not really sure, it doesn't really matter. But the other weapon that's going to come along with it, I believe, will either be a shotgun or an LMG from Black Ops 1. The reason I say that is, I've kind of narrowed it down to Black Ops 1, is because this game has brought 2 guns back from Black Ops 2, 2 guns back from World at War, and only 1 gun back from Black Ops 1. And because Treyarch made these 3 games previously, I feel like they all... I mean, I'm going off the whole basis that you want to kind of keep a a consistency to it and bring back like an even amount from each game. So it's been 2-2-1 so far for Black Ops 1. So that's why I think if they're bringing back a PPSH, so that's another one in the favor of World at War. So that'll be 3-2-1 in favor of obviously World at War, then Black Ops 2, then Black Ops 1. So the one weapon I think they're going to bring back is a shotgun or an LMG from Black Ops 1. And I was trying to think of fan favorites from those games in those categories. And the only two guns I could really think of that were, I mean, there was actually, I guess, a few. The LMG is the only gun I guess there's two, but the only really gun I remember is the M60, and the other one was the Stoner, I believe it was called, the Stoner like 63 or something like that. And then the shotguns, I thought of either the Olympia or the Spaz. So now I'm going to narrow it down to the Olympia, the Spaz, and the M60, because I don't really think the Stoner was that big of a deal. I think the M60 is a classic weapon in like war games and Call of Duties and stuff like that. So I think if they're going to bring back an LMG, it's going to be the M60, and if they're going to bring back a shotgun, my guess would be at the Spaz, because I feel like more people use the Spaz. The Olympia was kind of like cool because it was like, it blew people's legs off, and it was like the double barrel shotgun, and the games like to have a double barrel shotgun, which that could be an option here. But I think the Spaz was like more of like a, wow, that gun's banging, because I believe the Spaz, if I'm correct, was a secondary weapon in MW2. So for going on that basis, I'm going to say the next DLC weapons, it's either going to have the PPSH from World at War, the M60 from Black Ops 1, or the Spaz from Black Ops 1. If I'm right about, I don't think they're going to bring back 3 classic weapons in one DLC patch, because this patch they've only brought back 2, as in the Peacekeeper and the what is it called, the DBSR. So I think they're going to bring back 2 of these. If my guess was going to be correct, I would say the PPSH. Oh, I'm going to say the Spaz, because they just recently released a new LMG, and they've released the Banshee was the most recent shotgun, and they brought back a while ago. So I think they're kind of trying to like obviously not release like LMG after LMG after LMG. So I'm gonna guess the Spaz and the PPSH, along with another energy weapon that I'm not really sure, because so far the energy weapons, they brought back an LMG, not an energy, but like they brought back a pistol, a pistol, a shotgun, and an LMG. So I'm gonna guess they're gonna bring back like a submachine. No, why would they bring back a submachine gun? Maybe like some weird sniper. But no, they've already brought the interdiction. Okay, so my guess is going to be a submachine gun that's from the future, along with the PPSH, along with the Spaz 12 from Black Ops 1, or the M60. I think it's the Spaz. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's a long fucking video, and it just like goes into all this shit, and I'm sorry if my train of thought's off, but I think I might be right here. I don't know. I could be completely wrong, and you guys come back once the next DLC patch and say, wow, you were fucking wrong, you stupid little bitch. So, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for all the support lately. We've gotten like 10 subscribers in 2 days. We're moving at a nice rate. We're already at like 408 subscribers, and but last week I've been asking for like 400. Now we're already at 410, or 408, I mean, 408. So, thank you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you enjoyed it. Say what you think too, because I actually really want to hear like what kind of weapons you're gonna think back. I just went into like this long you can hear the paper right here. It's just like this long thing. I'm sorry about it for being so long, and this is like probably like one of the longest videos I've ever had on my channel. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. Have a great day. Goodbye.